students, welcome to WITS Connect. So today we are going to start the second unit, semiconductor diode applications. Coming to the semiconductor diode applications, your first topic is half wave rectifiers. Actually, what is the meaning of rectifiers? So rectifiers are the electronic devices. Rectifier is nothing but it is defined as an electronic device which is used to convert AC voltage into unidirectional DC voltage. AC voltage is like this and this is unidirectional DC voltage. Okay, so rectifier is a device used to convert the AC voltage into unidirectional DC voltage. Okay, so the rectifiers are utilizes the unidirectional devices like diodes. PN junction diode utilizes PN junction diodes are used by the rectifiers. The rectifiers utilizes the unidirectional device like PN junction diode. So depending upon the period of conduction, rectifiers are classified into two types: half wave rectifiers and full wave rectifiers. Again, full wave rectifiers are classified into two types: center tapped full wave rectifiers and full wave bridge rectifiers. Now we will see about half wave rectifier. So this is the circuit diagram of half wave rectifier. Here we are using only one diode. Okay na? So this rectifier converts the AC voltage into unidirectional DC voltage like this, unidirectional DC voltage. Okay, there is no bidirectional way. This is only unidirectional way. So here we are using step down transformer here, where we are giving the input voltage, that is nothing but it is equal to Vm sin omega mt. This is the AC voltage we are applying to the primary terminals of the step down transformer, and at the secondary terminals of the transformer you will get the maximum voltage like this. This is the maximum voltage across the secondary terminals. So when you are giving the positive half cycle, this is the positive half cycle, when you are giving the positive half cycle of the AC input voltage, what is happening? The diode D, so the secondary terminal of the transformer becomes positive and it becomes negative. So in this case, the positive terminal of the battery is connected to the diode positive terminal and negative is connected to the diode negative terminal, means the diode is in forward biased mode. That means the diode conducts. So there is a flow of current through the resistor RL and you will get the output like this. Whatever you are giving the input, you will get across the load resistor RL like this. So that means this is the output is nothing but pulsating DC output voltage. V0 is nothing but this is pulsating DC output voltage. So second condition, when you are giving negative half cycle, of the AC input voltage, the transformer secondary terminal A becomes negative, B becomes positive. So then the diode is said to be reverse biased mode. In reverse biased mode, what is happening? The diode acts as a open switch. Okay na? Then there is no flow of current through the resistor RL. So you are not getting any output voltage like this. So what is happening here? During positive half cycle of the AC input voltage, the transformer secondary terminal A becomes positive, B becomes negative. So the diode is said to be forward biased mode. In forward biased mode, the diode acts like a closed switch, that is it acts as an on switch. So there is nothing but there is a conduction of current flows through the load resistor RL, you will get the output like this. So here output is equal to pulsating DC output voltage. So when you are during the negative half cycle of the AC input voltage, the terminal A becomes negative, B becomes positive. That means the diode is said to be in reverse biased mode. It acts like a off switch, and the diode is said to acts as a open switch. So then there is no flow of current through the resistor RL. You are not getting any output here. So this is the operation of half wave rectifier. This is the input waveform and this is the output waveform of the half wave rectifier. That means what is happening in half wave rectifier? The half wave rectifier conducts only during one half cycle, half cycle of the AC input voltage. That's why we named it as half wave rectifier. Okay, so this is the construction and operation and input and output waveforms of the half wave rectifier. Here we are giving the input voltage Vi equal to Vm sin omega mt, where maximum voltage, this is the maximum voltage of the input signal. So Vm is greater than Vr. Vr it is nothing but cut in voltage. Okay. So coming to the ripple factor definition for half wave rectifier is defined as it is the ratio of RMS value of AC component to the DC value of component. So it is equal to VR RMS by VDC. This is the ripple factor definition of the half wave rectifier. So where VR RMS equal to under root VRMS square minus VDC square. VRMS is nothing but RMS voltage. RMS is nothing but root mean square. Okay. So from this you will get like this. Ripple factor equal to VRMS by VDC whole square minus 1. So this is the ripple factor equation of the rectifier. So if you want, to calculate the ripple factor of half wave rectifier, if you calculate the half wave rectifier ripple factor, you will get 1.21. So that is the ripple factor of half wave rectifier. So for that you have to calculate the average voltage or DC voltage and average current or DC current. So first you have to calculate those values and then substitute in this expression, you will get the ripple factor of half wave rectifier, it is 1.21. So here for the expression of formula of average voltage or DC voltage, so we can name it as average voltage or DC voltage, it is equal to 1 by 2 pi. 2 pi means for input cycle is total full one cycle kada 0 to pi to 2 pi. That is the AC input. That's why we are taking 1 by 2 pi here from 0 to pi to 2 pi. This is the input voltage. AC input voltage. From 0 to 2 pi, what is the input voltage? It is VI equal to Vm sin theta kada. Sin omega t or Vm sin omega t. So Vi equal to enti kada from 0 to pi what? So manaki ela vachina output. What is the output of the half wave? This is the input. What is the output you are getting? This is from 0 pi to pi. This is the input voltage and this is the output of the half wave rectifier. From 0 to pi only you are getting the current. You are getting the output. That means Vm sin omega t into d omega t. From pi to 2 pi there is no output. That means you are taking 0 into d omega t. Okay. So Vm is constant. We are taking it here outside Vm by 2 pi. Sin omega t. If you integrate sin omega t, you will get minus cos omega t. If you integrate sin omega t, you will get minus cos omega t and the limits are 0 to 2 pi. So if you are applying this upper limit and lower limit, cos pi minus cos 0. Cos pi minus cos 0 means you will get 1. Okay na? So it is equal to Vm by pi. 2 ostadandi. Cos pi minus cos 0 means you will get 2 to cancel avutundi, you will get Vm by pi. So like you will get like this, minus of cos pi minus cos 0. So cos pi value is 1 and minus cos 0 value is also 1. Minus cos 0 value is 1. So it is minus 1. Cos pi value is minus 1. Cos pi value is minus 1 and minus cos 0 value is 1. Minus 2 into 2, it is, you will get 2. So 2, you will get what? So here you will get 2. So 2 to cancel avutundi ikkada. Okay na? So you will get Vm by pi. Okay na? 2 Vm by 2 pi vastundi. So 2 to cancel avutundi kabatti you will get Vm by pi. So like this is the DC voltage. Coming to the DC current, IDC equal VDC by RL. VDC ento vachindi Vm by pi. Vm by pi RL. So it is equal to Im by pi. Vm by RL equal to Im. Vm by RL equal to Im. You will get Im by pi. So what is the DC voltage? Vm by pi. What is the DC current? Im by pi. So these are the DC voltage and DC current for the half wave rectifier. So if the value of diode forward resistance, you can take it as, you can consider it as RF, and transformer secondary winding resistance it is as RS, then you can take the DC voltage VDC equal to Vm by pi minus IDC into RS plus RF ka rayachu. From this IDC equal to VDC by RL kada, so VDC by what? VDC by RS plus RF into plus RL. So it is equal, VDC equal to what? Vm by pi. If you substitute here, so then the RMS voltage at the load resistance can be calculated as, RMS means what? Root mean square. This is the root and this is the mean 1 by 2 pi. Square ante ikkada square తీసుకున్నాం మనం. Okay na? So 1 by 2 pi integral 0 to pi Vm square sin square of omega t into d omega t whole to power of 1 by 2. This is the root mean square voltage. So Vm is constant. Vm square ఉన్న root cancel అవుతుంది కాబట్టి you can get Vm here. So ఇక్కడ వచ్చేసి ఏంటిది here sin square omega t, you can write it as equation sin square omega t equal to 1 minus cos 2 omega t by 2. This is the equation for sin square omega t, 1 minus cos 2 omega t. So ఇక్కడ ఈ డినామినేటర్ లో 2 ఉంది కదా, సో you can write here 4 pi 1 minus cos 2 omega t into d omega t whole to power of 1 by t. So here you will get Vm by 2 వస్తుంది. సో 1ని ఇంటిగ్రేట్ చేస్తే ఏమవుతుంది 0 అండ్ కాస్ 2 ఒమేగా టీని ఇంటిగ్రేట్ చేస్తే సైన్ 2 ఒమేగా టీ, మళ్ళీ 2 ఒమేగా టీని ఇంటిగ్రేట్ చేస్తే మళ్ళీ టీ, ఇదంతా మీరు అప్లై చేసి లిమిట్స్ అప్లై చేస్తే యూ విల్ గెట్ Vm by 2. That is the VRMS voltage of the half wave rectifier. VRMS voltage of the half wave rectifier, it is equal to Vm by 2. So now you got VRMS VDC. Now substitute these equations in ripple factor. You will get VRMS equal to what? VRMS equal to Vm by 2 and VDC equal to Vm by pi whole square minus 1. So if you Vm EM is going to be constant, you will get pi by 2 whole square 1. Pi by 2 means 1.34. Substitute cheste you will get 1.21. So this is the ripple factor of the half wave rectifier. What is the ripple factor of half wave rectifier? 1.21. Okay.